Stop nerfing barbarians. Well, guys, we are here again. Kind of had a suspicion that this was not going to be a great patch for barbarians. They kind of tipped their hat to that in the Forbes interview where the lady said it can't be buffs all the time. I assume she was referencing 1.03. If she thought that those were buffs, I respectfully disagree. You basically buffed a bunch of off meta stuff and not in a significant manner to where it would be meta relevant suddenly. So they've tried to fix this issue here before. This is no surprise. Fixed an issue where the outer edge of quakes granted by Hammer of the Ancients via the aspect of Ancestral Echoes was dealing far more damage than intended. Yeah, we knew that this was coming. So they tried to do this and they rolled it back before, and I assumed when they rolled it back, they did so because they realized it nerfed the build out of existence, and Barbarians only have two meta builds, Whirlwind and Hammer of the Ancients, and Whirlwind's already been basically nerfed, not out of existence, but I mean, it's been nerfed pretty brutally. And in fact, I believe it took another nerf in this build as well with all the changes to affixes. And then so I assumed that when they did this, they were going to, you know, probably like increase the base damage of HOTA or Hammer of the Ancients for anybody who doesn't know HOTA. No, I don't want to deal with that. I assumed that we would get something on the other side to make up for that, and what we got was developers notes here. We recognize this adjustment is a significant decrease to the Hammer of Ancients Barbarian build, but we do not want its strength to be reliant on an underlying bug. Okay, well now it has no strength to be reliant on, so I mean, I guess the fact that it was reliant on a bug was always like sort of Damocles hanging over the build's head. I get that, but now it's just based on nothing. Like, it's just we don't have another meta build. All of our meta builds have been nerfed. We can go down here. They nerfed crit damage, and they nerfed vulnerability in the affixes, which obviously is going to disproportionately affect a class that has 4 weapons. So that's another nerf. It's sort of across the board nerf, but it does tend to hit barbarians. It's going to tend to hit barbarians harder than other classes. We got a few other off meta buffs here. It's sort of like 1.03, a bunch of buffs that aren't going to change the meta in any meaningful way. They took a lot of shots at bleed builds, which is ridiculous because bleed is not like a top tier build. I'm not sure why that's nerfing it. The one thing that they did nerf bleed wise is they nerfed hamstring that now will only apply to healthy enemies. So there's a lot of people who are saying, well, now they nerfed our damage to slow and our damage to crowd control. To be honest, though, like, it doesn't really matter what they do with additive damage. It's never going to beat multiplicative damage. So it's like, yeah, we got nerfed on crit damage. We got nerfed on vulnerability. But we're just going to have to eat the nerfs because those other additive damages are not going to, like, leapfrog of it because of those nerfs. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't understand, because Barbarian has been objectively, by far, not by a little bit, but by a lot, the most nerfed class in this game from launch. And now we just took another big nerf. And meanwhile, Rogue, I believe, got some nice bonuses to poison damage. I think Druids are going to still run around with that busted bulwark build where they can, you know, they're basically stay injured constantly to essentially be semi-immortal. I don't get it. Like, I was planning on re-rolling a different class for season 1 anyways. I mean, obviously this just cements that as being what I was going to do, but at this point it's like they've nerfed the class out of the game. Like, it's still in the game, but we will be dealing by far the least damage of any class as Barbarians, unfortunately. And I'm sorry, guys. I know I seem pretty flabbergasted. I just don't understand you know, they clearly knew that nerfing the bug of that, or that fixing the bug on that aspect was going to be a problem for us, and that we didn't have another build to go to that was comparable. And so I assumed that there would be some give and take, but no, it's just all been take. So anyways, I was planning on releasing a level 1 to 50 Barbarian build video. Obviously that video is not going to be as popular for like the 20 people who roll Barbarian in season 1, but I'm still going to put it out anyways, because I did a lot of work on that video. But that's just another unfortunate consequence, I guess, of being overcommitted to a class that Blizzard apparently hates. Anyways, guys, if you're Barbarian, vent to me down below, guys. Like, I don't get it. The whole Barbarian community that I've been on Discord, like, I know I seem probably pretty ranty in this video. I assure you I am tame by comparison to the reactions that I'm seeing on there. So yeah, I don't get it. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Catch you on the next one. Until then, guys, get awesome.